Good morning. I'm Darrell Levin, the owner of New Way Aquaponic Farms. We grow a little differently than most people. We grow indoors. We're a teaching, learning, research, and more importantly, we're a production farm. Come inside and see what we do. New Way Aquaponics Farm is in a building that was originally built in 1958 for the Memphis Dairy Co-op Association. They built this building to test the purity of milk, sending the results to the USDA. I was lucky enough to find a building in Midtown so I can do a unique way of growing, and that's growing aquaponically. So let's talk about what we grow here at New Way Aquaponics. Right here we have a lot of different lettuces. And lettuces and leafy greens are some of the easiest things to grow with aquaponics. And I'm going to show you why. Let's take a look at the roots here. Can you see how long these roots are? These roots are really long. They wouldn't grow this long if they were in soil. One of the reasons why they wouldn't is, as you know, in soil it gets hard. If it's not moist, the roots can't get down. So what happens here in aquaponics is I've got my lettuce floating on rafts, and the roots just grow down and they're always in water that have nutrients. So where do the nutrients come from? If you remember what we said before, they come from the fish. Right here I have a fish tank. There's about maybe 25 tilapia in the fish tank, and we feed them premium tilapia food. Yeah, there is tilapia food, a food especially for the tilapia fish. So we feed that to them, and what that translates to is when the bacteria are converting the ammonia in their pee and poop into plant food, well, the quality of the food that we feed the fish helps to give us high quality food that goes into our lettuces and vegetables. So right here, I'm going to show you how I would harvest the lettuce, because this is ready to go. So it's so easy. I pull it out, just like that. I take the roots, I wrap it around the seed pod, and I put it in a clamshell. This was a little small, so I'm going to put 2 in this one. So again, I just pull it out. You see how long the roots are. I wrap it around the seed pod, put it in the clamshell, and then this is what I take to the farmer's market to sell to my customers. You're probably saying, well, how much do you sell one of these for? $5. And how come I can sell it for so much more than they sell it for in a supermarket? Well, I grow everything without pesticides. You see how I catch bugs? I catch bugs right here. This is a sticky trap. You won't see too many bugs there, but that's what I use to catch bugs with. So here goes a lettuce in a clamshell, and I'm going to do one more, and we'll take a different type of lettuce. This is called a red oak leaf lettuce. They call it oak leaf because the leaves look like oak leaf. I'm just pulling off the leaves that are a little bit, the first leaves sometimes dry up a little bit. Just put that there on the floor. And again, it goes in the clamshell, and we'll put one more with this one too. So we'll grab this one. And I wrap the roots around the seed pod. And you'll probably remember how we planted the lettuce and developed the seed pods from an earlier shot. So this is what it looks like. And I have some sticking out, and I'm just going to try. Boy, is that good. I love this lettuce. Stay tuned. We've got more to show you at New Way Aquaponics Farm. Some of the things that we grow outside of the lettuces is we grow herbs. And I understand you guys grow herbs in some of your big green gardens. So this is basil. This type of basil is called citrus basil. And the reason for it being called citrus basil is because it has a lemon smell to it. So it's not only has all the savoriness of normal basil, but man, does it have a great lemon smell. So this is what I do when I'm harvesting the basil. I just tend to cut the tops of the basil plant because it makes it grow 2 more branches out that way. So I harvested some basil right here. And this is what it looks like when it's in its package container called the clamshell. And now I'm going to harvest a little mint. And I understand you guys grow lots of mint. Mint grows so quickly, and it's like invasive, which means it likes to just spread out and grow all over the place. So let's harvest some mint here. And mint has a great smell. A lot of people use mint in teas. I like to use mint in water even. There are times when I just want to have a glass of water and I just want it to have a different flavor. And a lot of you know mint from chewing gum. Mint flavor is used in chewing gum, and it's also used in, of all things, toothpaste. So we've got some mint. I also put the mint in the clamshell, and this is what it looks like. So things that you grow in your outdoor gardens at your school, I grow here indoors at New Way Aquaponic Farms. So I wanted to show you how we start seeds at New Way Aquaponic Farms. Well, I start just like a lot of other farmers, the ones who farm in soil. I start in what's known as a flat. This is a flat, and it has, in this case, 128 places for crops to grow. So we've already planted this already, but some of them didn't grow, so I'm going to replant one of the sections for you. So this is what a seed looks like. It's really small, and it's round. I use what's known as pelleted seed. Makes it easier to plant. I do not plant in soil. In aquaponics, we don't use soil. Although this is brown, it's not soil, it's called cocoa coir. Cocoa coir is a ground up coconut shell, and it really absorbs a lot of moisture. So this is what I do all my seed starts in. And basically I take one of these sections, make a hole, and I put the seed in it. After I do each one of these 128 sections, I cover it with a shield like this. And it normally takes about 3 to 4 days before the seeds germinate, which means they send up a shoot and they send roots down. And it takes them about, like I said, 3 days before they can do that process. Then we leave them here for about a month before we move them to the other side, which is either in the lightweight expanded clay aggregate, which are those small pebbles like where the herbs are growing, or we put them on the rafts where you saw the lettuces growing. Hope this helps to show you the entire process of how to grow from seed to harvest.